everybody, Realm Builder Guy here, and welcome back to Al-Andalus in Crusader Kings 3. I want to thank everybody that's been liking, commenting, and interacting, and viewing the series so far. The views and the interactions have been absolutely fantastic and so much fun. I do want to get into a few things, but before I get into that, a few of the comments, smash that like button, or, just hit the like button. Whatever you need to do without breaking your mouse or tablet or phone or whatever. Anyway, this has gone on way too long. So again, likes, comments are much appreciated. So, the comments have been that we should move our capital to Cordoba. And the reason being, of course, is we have right here the Great Mosque of Cordoba. We could actually build another duchy building, which is a mistake I made when I looked at adding a building. I clicked on duchy building instead of right here where it's significantly cheaper. But we can construct a new duchy building, which is something we will look at eventually as well. And the big thing here is we have the Great Mosque of Cordoba. So this holding gives a +3 in taxes per month. It also a levy size of +15%, +15% holding taxes, dev growth of +20%, development growth of +0.2 per month. Holder of this holding gets a piety of +0.5 per month. Renown grows by 5% per month. Culture opinion +5, and development growth in realm capital of +0.2 per month. The text reads, the Great Mosque of Cordoba was erected after the Islamic conquest of the Visigothic kingdom upon the foundation of a Christian church. Originally, the site was shared with both Muslims and Christians using it, but the Christian half was eventually purchased and demolished to make room for the Grand Mosque. So the one thing we could do is move the capital from Seville to Cordoba. The next option, of course, we have another unique building in an area we do not own yet, and that is in Granada, which, of course, we have the Alhambra Fortress ruins, which then eventually you can upgrade to the palace itself, which you actually see on the thumbnail for this series. So those are the two options there. Cordoba brings in a ton of money. So revenue-wise, that's kind of interesting. Now, obviously, you're a little bit open here on the frontier to the Dunites. If we look at it's in farmlands, whereas Granada itself, right here, we're in mountains. Plus the what helps is the fort level gets +2, a defender advantage +2, and garrison +250. If you upgrade this to the next level, it's pretty crazy high. So, I mean, it is an ultra defensive position, but we're not there yet. That's something that I do want to do in future. So we will move to Cordoba or Granada. One of those will be the future capital of Al-Andalus. But right now, having it where we are here in Sevilla, what helps there is just we're further away from the frontier. So it's a little bit more of a defensible position. If we go into Seville itself, now we can still add a duchy building here as well. But it's just, we've got fort level 8. We're a little bit further away from the borders. So right now, I just feel like that's a safer option. But it will be a change in the future. So along those lines, I've decided we will go after the Zirides next. Now, they have an alliance, of course, with Cadiz, who's our vassal. I'm not sure, that might trigger a rebellion on their side. I'm not 100% sure. If we look at Cadiz, they have another ally. I don't know if they'd come in per se. The Zirides itself, I mean, we're superior in force to them. If I take a look, let's look at our military here real quick. Let's see. We still have onagers. We can't bump that up to mangonels just yet. But we're going to add another, shouldn't have done that. Hold on. Instead, what I want to do is increase the size to 2. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. So we're going to bump those guys up, and I mean, we make a ton of money per month. We don't have the money right now to add anybody else. But but that's okay. The reason why I want to add more siege equipment is because we will be going for Granada next. That is the clear direction I want to head. And for that, obviously, we need to improve our siege equipment. We are currently nobody in truces, so we're not going to break any truces there. We do have, of course, our claim on Almeria, and then as here to the north as well. Now, let's see. War declaration. We cannot conquer the entire duchy yet, because we do not have... let's see. We are not illustrious yet. So we are still working towards distinguished, but we can conquer a county, namely Granada. We can definitely do that. It makes sense, and then they're just one province, and we can kind of work from that. But I do want to go there. So let's unpause the game now. Here are everybody that we can declare war on, but this is really the strategic one that I want to go after the most. And then we can start working on the Tahirids, the Amirids, and the Aftasids after that. But working down the Zirids is really one that's of the utmost importance. So we're going to wait for this to tick up. If we scroll out here again, let's see, they've got bowmen, onagers, and pikemen. Nobody has cavalry, but that's okay. So we're kind of going to balance each other out a little bit. I hereby invite you to a feast. Very nice. Sheikh Abu Bakr. Be my pleasure. So we'll go through that. A warm welcome. Every guest is gathered in the great hall, and our gracious host Sheikh Abu Bakr has welcomed us all to the feast. Fantastic. So we'll see how that progresses. And just wait until, again, our onagers are up. Maybe we can even add pikemen to the mix, or we don't really have the money at this point for mercenaries, but it's something to keep an eye on. Touching my arm to get my attention, Emira Isra spoke in a lowered voice filled with concern. Sheikh Abu Bakr has been looking at you a lot this evening. Considering Emira Isra's reputation, I almost wish she had said nothing. Every grin from our house now starts looking a little too wide, and every clang of a flagon or plate makes me jump, anxious that someone has incurred his wrath with some minor slight, or worse, that person is me. I can get through this. It is only a feast, so we're going to gain 50 stress. See how this plays out. I'm not overly concerned. We've got a pretty good air. Anyway, feast. The dilemma. The feast is dwindling down, and I find myself deep in conversation with my austere acquaintance, Sheikha Safiya. She inquires about my opinion on the blessings of family, a subject she is deeply interested in myself. Let's bring him up here real quick. So again, we love our dog. Overseer, Reaver, military engineer, tough soldier, ambitious, greedy, craven, gluttonous, and cynical. It's a subject that fascinates me as well. I could not care less. I am more interested in you. Let's see. He's cynical, so he doesn't really care too much about family. Cynical, craven. I don't care. I'm more interested in you. We'll go with that one. I think that's a good middle of the road one there to keep an eye on. So, we're looking at county controls coming out. Returning home. What a feast. I will remember the days spent in Sheikh Abu Bakr's halls for a long time to come. Now it is time to wash off the traces of merriment and wine and once more resume my duties as a lord of the realm. Farewell, my spy master. Stress dropped by 61, and he likes us by 15 more. That's fantastic. Oh, and here we have another event, sort of Allah. While studying the tactics of historical generals, became contemplative about learning about Khalid ibn al-Walid's first battle after his conversion to Islam. Outnumbered more than 3-1 by the Byzantines during the Battle of Mu'tah, Khalid rallied his wavering soldiers to hold the line. This defiant stand allowed him to organize a retreat to Medina, saving his men from certain death. Khalid and his army later went on to conquer all of Arabia in Allah's name. So, those who fight in Allah's name will be victorious. So, gain the trait Holy Warrior, but gain stress because we're cynical and craven. Devotion keeps us strong when outnumbered, 44 stress because of craven. So, let's see what Holy Warrior, that gives faith, hostility advantage of plus 10. Unyielding Defender, that gives friendly fatal casualties minus 25. Know when to fight is as important as knowing how. So, Logistician, supply duration plus 100. Why celebrate embarrassing defeat? Given his personality, we're going to go with the Logistician. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. Sheikh Mohammed has passed. You can no longer sway him. Oh, so the Sheikh of Cadiz is no longer there. So now we have Sheikh Murat ibn Muhammad. Let's sway him. Get him on our side. So what does that mean as far as the Zirids are all on their own? The time to strike is now. And what we will do is I'm going to move this over. Let's move it here. And declare war for the county of Granada. Declare war, raise all armies. Now that he is completely isolated, that's perfect, perfect timing. I'd like to force his hand into a battle here, if at all possible. Let's see, can we get a battle coming together here before he leaves? We are. A decisive blow here would be important. As we can see, we do have a clear advantage. Our Faris wounded Umar Musafit. All right. So we gained a victory there and already 50% war score. Now we will head south. So the Liberty faction against us has disbanded as well. So that's huge. All right. Now let's work on this. You have become culture head of Andalusian culture because Emir Yahya ibn Ismail has died. That is huge. You gained obese. Okay, so we're a little big. We're a biggin. We are a biggin. So this siege will take 11 months. That siege will take 7. I mean, what we could do is break off a detachment and go after him. Got 5 months left. Got 8 months left. I have died. Oh boy, so much has happened now. Holy crap. So Emir Muhammad II, so the son is at war. And you became new dynasty head of the Abbasid dynasty, joined a war. Holy moly, all is happening here. Alliances have expired. Lifestyle, martial, of course. Strategy focus. It's the direction he was going down anyway. Available perks. Sappers, we'll unlock that one. Ugh, we've got to change our entire council now. Chancellor. Your vassal. Wali. Yeah, he'd be good for that one. A steward. It's the best one there. So he's ill. He's on Hajj. Doesn't like us. Don't really care. All right. Marshal. So Sheikh Murad ibn Muhammad, or one of our Faris. We will assign him. That'll help him like us a little bit more. Let's scheme to make him like us more. I think that's very important. Spy Master. Let's see. Courtier. Let's... Intricate Web Weaver. Let's do him. So everything else is doing well. The Emira, she will help. Court politics, so diplomacy goes up. Or will we do managed domain? What is she? Yeah, it's really got to be diplomacy. That's court politics. That's a key one. Losing money above domain limit. Yep. Understood. Let's take a look at him right now. He's got a gazillion children. So that's good. He is wounded. Military engineer, reaver, tough soldier. Yeah, we're well above the domain limit. That's a bit of an issue to take a look at. Now, I could grant titles to our children. Player, heir, and ward. Let's grant a title. Domain limit will be reduced. Okay, so we will grant him Malaga. We've got alliance with Sheikh Abba. We will negotiate that. So we'll add him. Too few spouses. Dealing with that as well. So we're going to have to do that. Let's see. Alliance power. Who can we ally with? That's not creepy as all get out. So he's 39. Is there anybody even remotely age appropriate? Like anyone? Relevance. Okay, let's look at relevance. Mosque. It doesn't really give us any major alliances. Do you want to go and illusion? It's greedy, shy, and callous. It's not overly great. But we will send that proposal. Butaya Avid Kant, so that's our daughter. Alliance power. She is 16. Let's look at matrilineal marriages. This one works. Baranis. Let's see, where... So that's North Africa. It's matrilineal. We will send that proposal as well. Very important there. Okay, we've got 250 gold. We still need to grant more titles. We need to drop our domain limits or get within our domains. Let's see. What can we give this son? Let's just give him this little one. Grant that title. And him grant another title. Let's give Badajoz. Grant that title. And our daughter cannot grant her the title. Our eldest son. Alright, let's just unpause here real quick. Let a lot of these things happen. Excellent. Marvelous. Fantastic. Fantastic. Alright. So now... Grant another title. Let's give our eldest Algeciras as well. Let's grant that title. And that gets rid of the domain, above the domain limit penalty. Negotiate alliances. Okay, perfect, perfect. Allies, we can ask them to come to war. I'm not overly concerned about that right now. So, now that all that craziness has happened, I do feel like, let's see, 3 months left. They're gonna win that one, but we're gonna get Granada here eventually. So I'm okay to sacrifice that right this second. And just wait. Again, we're gonna lose that province, but we will win here shortly. So, but that only dropped it down by 6%. Once we get Granada, all will be good. And then the Zirides will definitely be, I mean, begging for help. So that'll be over here in a second. Get Granada. I mean, what a huge episode this is. Original leader dies. Son takes over as a bunch of kids, so we know that the line of succession is safe. Had to drop titles, which is to be expected at this point. All right, Siege 1. Got some money, 100% war score. Prisoners, let's ransom this one out for 25, and we will enforce the demands. There we go. Enforce demands, so be it. Perfect. All right. So now we have a new war against these guys. Okay. Let's take a quick look at that one. So they have slightly more soldiers. They have caballeros, light footmen, bowmen, and 10 onagers. We, of course, have light footmen, bowmen, onagers. What I could do here is actually 5 of 5. These are unraised. So what we'll do here is I will get rid of those light footmen. I will get rid of those light footmen. And what we're going to do is add pikemen and caballeros. So now we can bring those guys in. Just wait a little bit. Now we're above the domain limit again, of course. We could call in some of our allies. I think we'll do that. We'll bring them in as well. Because that is a war that we weren't expecting to fight. See, they've got some soldiers there coming in. So we're going to march across here to meet them. See what happens. Okay, Abad comes of age. They grow up fast. He's a thrifty clerk. And our heir is unmarried. So this forced them out. Perfect. So we'll just have them leave. I'm gonna hit pause real quick. Take a look at our heir who can marry. Let's look at an alliance. Who is strong alliance? Oh, God. Children. No. Let's look at relevance. These are all minor ones. This is to the north. Albacete. Just to the north. That's okay. I mean, it would be small. An illusion. Small ally within the borders of actually an enemy. But I'm okay with that. What else can we do? Sheikh Abad. Oh, we just did that. Low county control in Granada. So what we're going to do here is change control to Granada. Focus on that. All right. Perfect. Let's take a look at the Amirids. They now have quite a few allies coming into it. In North Africa as well. And, well, internally. So what we're going to do then is, let's see, where's the recruitment here? We're going to wait a little bit for these guys to come up before I will raise them and join them in our army. But what we will do then is change that point here in a minute. But either way, I think this is actually a good point to end this episode. Alliance formed. Perfect. So that is all ticked over. Here come allied forces. We'll move them over here. And yeah, so we face a rather formidable war to begin life with our new leader. But I think overall, this will be very, very interesting. So Divine Judgment. My Mufti Balashk is really getting on my nerves. Not a moment goes by when he isn't droning on and on about Allah and his will. He especially loves to tell everyone how God demands that we must be just and fair. Allah is one judgmental bastard. Let's see. What are we? We are ambitious, arbitrary, and cynical. Laughingstock is Seville. We'll make him the laughingstock. Acting pious. I mean, he's cynical, so no. He won't know what to believe when I'm done with him. 79% you fail to influence. 6%. Yeah, we'll just do that. Let's fight this battle here real quick in the mountains, where obviously we get all the bonuses. Okay, not going to worry about that. We will win this battle before we turn our attentions to the north. You lost the trait wounded. All right, perfect. No longer wounded. And won an important battle. Awesome. So, again, I already intimated this just a minute ago. Spoke about it just a minute ago that we were going to end the episode here. I think this is a good place to end the episode. Won the first battle of this war that we kind of inherited all of a sudden. See if we can get out of this war. And then see where we go next. But yeah, big episode. Winning Granada. Changing our ruler. All is happening here in the conquest for Al-Andalus. So until next time, don't forget to hit that like button. Check out all the links in the description. I am Realm Builder Guy, and I will talk to you soon.